All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We hit our goal of 8,000 subs. Thank you guys very much. We're going to be giving away a jersey on our live show here soon. But, guys, we're looking at 9K subs now. We're getting to Thanksgiving time. We're getting to Christmas time. We would love to hit 10Ks by December 22nd, 23rd, somewhere around there, so we can give someone $1,000 for the Christmas gifts. That'd be a huge lift off someone's shoulders. So please get us a 10K. We love what we're doing. Thank you guys for the support. 12K subs after the 10K. We're going to send someone to a game. Probably not the Super Bowl. Don't get any ideas, guys. But we're gonna do our best to send you guys to two people to a couple games of your choice. That's probably not the Super Bowl. But guys, thank you again for all the support. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some NFL picks and props for Monday, October 30th slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard, Trey. Start us off.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm 0 for 0. That's because I gave out the Sunday Night Football game. It is 7:20 Central Time exactly, so that game should be kicking off at any moment. But I gave out the Chargers minus 8.5 versus the Chicago Bears in that game. I have complete faith in Justin Herbert, and Brandon Staley did not lose this game or lose the cover for us.
Yeah, and then I went 0-1, continued to have a really, really, really bad start to the season. I had the Chiefs minus 6.5 going up against the Broncos. Not a snowflake in sight for this game. And it was the first time that the Chiefs lost outright in 18 straight games against the Broncos. First time Patrick Mahomes has lost to the Broncos in his career. So I set history if we're going to be – I'll take that as a win, I guess. But 0-1 again, really bad play by me. Let's take a look at the Monday night game. It's going to be Las Vegas, Trey. Your Las Vegas Raiders traveling to take on the Lions. The Lions are minus 7.5. The over-under is 46.5. I'll have you start us off.
Yeah, this game is not going to be fun for me to watch, and that is because, like Bear said, I am a big Raiders fan. Give me the Lions here minus 6.5 in this game. I do not think the Raiders are going to be able to keep it close, and for that reason as well, I'm also going to be taking the Lions to score over their team total in this game. It's at 27.5, so it is pretty high, but guys, let me tell you something. This Raiders team, especially their defense, is just not good. Max Crosby is the only good player on our defense, and outside of him, it is just a bunch of average dudes. And this Raiders defense, they allowed the Chicago Bears to score 30-plus points on them last week. And the Lions offense, as everyone knows, is significantly better than the Bears. And Jimmy G, he is starting for the Raiders in this game. And I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference, to be honest with you. He just has not looked like much of a difference maker for my Raiders this season. And I don't think it's going to turn around in this game. In fact, I think he's going to have 2 turnovers in this game. And that's just not good going up against this Lions defense. And the reason why I love the Lions in this game is because their offense, though. They are a top 5 offense. They have the 8th most points per game this season. That's because they have the 5th most passing yards and the 11th most rushing yards. They are easily the most balanced team in the NFL whenever they get going. And I truly think the Lions are going to win this game by 10-plus points. So I love that I get to take them just to win by a touchdown here. So give me the Lions minus 6.5 against my Las Vegas Raiders.
I like it, Seth.
Yeah, Trey would know best. He watches the Raiders. He follows the Raiders. I'm with him on the Lions on this one. They should be able to win by a touchdown here. I'll take them minus 6.5 as well. And even though Jimmy Garoppolo is back, I don't have much confidence in this Vegas offense, as just this week, Davante Adams made the comment that he came to Vegas to play with Derek Carr. So that sheds quite a bit of light on what the turmoil in this offense is. Your best receiver said he came there to play with a completely different quarterback. I just don't like that there. And even if Amon-Ra does not end up playing for the Lions here in this game, I still like the Lions' options at receivers that they have. And Vegas's defense hasn't been all that great this season. So I'm just going to stick with the Lions here in this game at home to win by a touchdown.
Yeah, boys, we're going to sweep. I need to win very badly. Over the last several weeks, I've been really bad. This is a statement game for me. It's a statement game for the Lions. I need to build some confidence, so I'm not going to mess with the spread. I'm just going to take a minus 7.5 confidence booster for me. The Raiders are a dead team, and it's mainly because the coach, he's one of the worst coaches we've seen in the NFL. As a head coach, I think Dan Campbell's a little bit embarrassed after what the Ravens did to them last week, and we should see the Lions come out and play aggressive football, winning this game by a couple scores. Trey, the Raiders are a poverty franchise. I'm sorry, they just are. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. And the Lions, they have something new. It's fun. They're building something. And this is a game that you need to come out and win convincingly in order to keep your progress moving towards the future. I think the Lions are going to be able to do whatever they want offensively on the ground and through the air with Jared Goff. The Raiders, they just have nothing special. They have nothing to look forward to. And I expect them to get dominated in Monday Night Football. So I'm not going to mess with the line. Give me the Lions minus 7.5 as my play. Guys, move over to the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I went 1-0 on the NFL player props yesterday because I gave out TJ Hawkinson over 54.5 receiving yards against the Packers. Hawk, he continued to look good and smash the over for us. I projected him around 85-ish receiving yards, and he even smashed that. He finished with 88. So he hit 2 weeks in a row for us. So shout out TJ Hawkinson.
Major loss, though, with Kirk Cousins for the Vikings. I feel bad for him, but I did go 0-1. Another bad pick. I had Puka Nacua over 76.5 receiving yards. The Cowboys, they made a statement today. They're one of the best teams in the NFL still. I'm not afraid to say that anymore. I didn't expect them to play like that. I even took the Rams plus 7.5, so I didn't expect the Dallas to look like that. Puka, he really never had a shot. The defense was flying all over the place. Matt Stafford went out in the second half. So, yeah, really bad play by me. I'm going to be better today. Let's take a look at those plays. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to the receptions, and I'm going to take a guy that Seth just talked about and give me Davante Adams over 6 receptions going up against this Lions team. I love this over for Adams in this game. He's going to continue to get force-fed the ball in this game. He spoke out about his role a couple weeks ago, and then he proceeded to catch 4 balls on the Raiders' opening drive last week. I don't think he's going to get that coming this quickly in this game, but I think there's a real chance for him to catch 10-plus balls here. That's because Adams, he absolutely loves playing against the Lions. In his career versus Green Bay, he always torched them. But over his last 5 games, he's hit the over here, averaging 6.2 catches per game, which is right at this number. And with Jimmy G at quarterback for the Raiders in this game, I think that Adams will continue to get peppered throughout this game. Over his last 5, as you guys can see, he's averaging over with 6.8 catches per game. I expect him to reach around 8 to 10 to 12-ish in this game as well, going up against the Lions. It's a national televised game. So Adams is going to want to show up here. So give me Davante Adams to go over 6 receptions versus the Lions.
I like it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and I'm going to stick with receiver as well, but I'm going to go to receiving yards, and I'm going to take Josh Reynolds over 36.5 receiving yards. The reason I love this is because Amon-Ra St. Brown has been downgraded to questionable in this game. Therefore, this is why I looked at Josh Reynolds here for the Lions. I'm just going to start with the fact that he has hit this over in his last 4 games, and in total, Josh Reynolds has hit this over in all 6 games that he has played this season. On top of that, outside Sam Laporta, he is going to be targeted a lot by Jared Goff. I think Reynolds could have a very big game here as he's likely going to have very heavy usage. The Raiders' secondary hasn't been all that bad this season, but Reynolds has been cashed all season on the over, so I expect the same thing here at home. So give me Josh Reynolds over 36.5 yards.
Yeah, I like that one as well, Seth. For my player prop tonight, I'm going to take Jahymr Gibbs to go over 67.5 rushing yards going up against the Raiders. I think the formula for success with the Lions is going to be establishing the run. They've been doing that for the majority of the season. It's going to be a little bit tougher now with Dave Montgomery being hurt, but they can still do it with Jahymr Gibbs. He's not as powerful of a runner as Dave Montgomery, but he's super athletic. If we look at his stats, if Jahymr Gibbs is given double-digit carries, he goes over 60-plus rushing yards. He's only had double-digit carries in 2 games so far this season, and it's been over the last couple of weeks with Dave Montgomery being hurt. But going up against the Raiders in this game, they give up 4.4 yards per carry on the ground, and they are towards the bottom of the NFL in yards given up per game as well. I like the Lions to establish the run with Jahymr Gibbs, so I'm going to go over 67.5 rushing yards as my play with him. Guys, take a look at that graphic. Seth, start us off.
Yeah, and I took the Lions minus 6.5 at home, and then I have Josh Reynolds over 36.5 reception yards with Amon-Ra St. Brown being questionable.
Trey?
Yeah, then we team swept the Lions minus 6.5. Bear has them 7.5, I guess, though. But we all expect the Lions to win by at least a touchdown. And I gave out Davante Adams over 6 receptions versus the Lions. I think he's going to get peppered throughout this game.
And I'm going to take the Lions minus 7.5. Statement game for me, statement game for the Lions, and Jahymr Gibbs over 67.5 rushing yards as they try to get the ground game going again with Dave Montgomery out. But guys, that's going to do it for our NFL plays and props for Monday, October 30th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,